Mantra 2 says, the one who was lonely at first, no? This Purusha was initially afraid. Oh, I am alone. Then he thought, there is no one except me. So why should I be afraid of? I am alone. So there is no need to be afraid. Then the fear was lost. Only if there is a second one exists from whom we can be afraid of, the fear exists. If we are only eka, there is no fear. The Advaita consciousness alone makes one apaya, fearless. This is obtained by the samskara of the past lives. Mati. Mati means an illumined mind. Enlightened mind is Mati. Prajna, Metha, Smriti, Vaisharadyam. Vaisharadyam is Sarvajnata or scholarship in everything. All these things, these words are explained beautifully in the yoga system. Now, these are all obtained only in a pure and great Janma. Dharma, Jnana, Vairagya and Aishwarya of a yogin are obtained only for such a Janma. Now, quoting Vayu Purana, Shankara says, these are qualities by birth. By birth means it has come from the previous samskara or previous memories. It is not taught by someone or not learned by reading, etc. In this context, Shankara explains the first tattva of optics also. Now, this is important because when he is teaching a highly spiritual thing, he also teaches a very, very scientific physical law in physics also. He says, these things are, I'm actually interested in such small but very important things. He says, there are some animals which can see at night in the absence of sunlight. The sense organ is the eye. In this case, the eye is specialized for that purpose. Like that, the yogin has an extraordinary capacity to know Rupa Jnana. Rupa Jnana is the knowledge of form. Just with mind. With mind, he cannot see the Rupa. For a common man to have Rupa Jnana of an object, there are three dependent factors. You have to have a sense organ, no? Here the eye. Second is the object that we are looking at. Then the third is the light ray. He says these three are needed for a man to perceive something. According to nature of light, like bright sunlight, moonlight, lamps with difference in the light rates, the knowledge of form will be different for the same eye. The same eye looking at an object, the eye is the same, the object is the same, but the light is different shade. Then the form also will be different to the same eye. The color of the object, the quality and nature of the object, the presence of any defect in eyesight, etc. also make Rupa Jnana different. Similarly, due to the samskara of several past lives and their various differences in different individuals, the Jnana or wisdom of each person is always different. However much we speak about equality, you can make you can give an equal type of education, you can give equal house, equal economy, everything you can give, but you cannot give the equal faculty. This one is there built in. So whatever you do, the Jnana or wisdom will be always different in different people. There are several Shruti Vajana which points out that by tapas, by getting a right guru, by Shraddha and by Ishvara Pranidhana and Shruti, the perception of Ekatva, oneness of all, can be attained to everyone. But those things has to be first there. Otherwise everyone cannot have the same Jnana. These are all for removing the obstacle of avidya. It is by Purva Jnana or Samskara that we become Adhikari for all this. When we say Prajapatitva is an effect of Purvajanma Samskara, it is also said that Prajapatitva is a repeating cyclic samsara as well. A repeating cycle. That is the law of the universe. No? That also is implied when you say the Prajapatitva is due to Purvajanma Samskara. In Chandogya Upanishad, the scholarly king Jaivali Pravahana tells Aruni of the Gautama Gotra that Prajapati Vrata is that of a Kshatriya and not of a Brahmin. Bhagavad Gita, Vyasa's saying also is it belongs to kings like Manu. This is because it is samsara. Samsara needs rajoguna predominance.